I'm often asked why I'm doing this. I find musicology interesting, and why I'm perhaps wasting my time with these things, which are not at all useful for practical, for empirical knowledge, or for practical work. Perhaps this question should impinge upon whether I find whether any people find why any people find any person finds interesting his or her particular field of knowledge or work. At the moment, my field of work does not give me any money, so why do I find it interesting? Well, it's perhaps because I try to build a career on it. But well, it was partly kidding. No, it was true. But I find interesting in musicology rather than practical music is that with musicology I find it very useful for understanding music in a wider scope, and what I really particularly personally find it interesting is finding how music works, how a particular composer made his or her works meaningful. I'm not particularly referring to if he or she attributed an external meaning to his works, to his or her works, but just to the fact on how it made them meaningful in themselves, and what the structure, if the work which I'm working on is the musical work I am analyzing has a cohesiveness of its own, and whether this cohesiveness was also felt by his contemporaries. So I'm interested, for example, in early music because perhaps it's far more removed from our lives now, and so in this way, the fact that I find musicology interesting, as I was saying, is that because it allows me to understand how a composer conceived his works, and it allows me to project myself into his mind, perhaps. That's perhaps a utopian desire, which would never be possible to be fulfilled. But it's an ideal aim which I always have in my mind when I start to analyze a particular musical work. But of course, musicology does not just have to do with that, with analyzing musical works. For some people, musicology is just trying to understand how music was perceived. So they don't really need, or they don't care about a technical musical knowledge, because they don't need it. They rather research musical the consequences of a certain musical attitude, of certain musical piece within a far broader sociological area, and they try to understand this. So there are much more sociologists than musicologists, but this is also musicology, or it can be musical psychology, to try to study how and why a certain musical piece of a certain musical area make people react in a certain make people respond in a certain kind of way. And this is also quite interesting. Or maybe one can just be interested in the historical development of music, which again does not have to impinge upon technical knowledge of the notation or things like that. Or one can just study the theoretical knowledge of a certain age, which is a meta knowledge, meta discourse on music. It's something which is made above or apart from music making in itself, which is yeah. So musicology is all of these things, and I like this. I personally like understanding how technical music works, and that's it.